everybody, this is Oleg. Welcome to Working Preparedness. In today's video, I want to talk about something other than coronavirus. There's plenty of rage going on YouTube about coronavirus, and with a good reason. But there's other things we need to be ready and prepared for. And in today's video, I want to talk about betrayal and snitches in SHTF. When times are good, like right now, they're starting to get worse, but they're still good. There is plenty of snitching going on, and as we all know, part of it is because the system we live in teaches people to be snitches. Even signs on the road, for example, you drive and you see signs like report violators for littering, for example, or report this, report that. They teach kids since school years to report on their parents, and if your parents spank you, you need to tell. So since you're a kid, you're being brainwashed into reporting. And unfortunately, it's just a fact. It's how it is. Back in my country, for example, during Stalin, I wasn't around. That's when my parents were growing up. There were people who were reporting, for example, Christians. Stalin was against religion, against Christianity, and anytime there would be a group of people that would gather on Sunday, small group, 10, 12 people, to read the Bible and worship God, they would report and they would call the police, and the police would come and tell them to stop, or they would get arrested. So all these snitches and rats have been around and will be always, for which we need to be ready, because when crap will hit the fan, they will multiply like rats. Rats will multiply like rats. Imagine that. So we need to be careful who we are surrounded with. We need to start looking around now. Especially if you have a proper group already, or if you're thinking about forming one, you need to see who's around you. You need to be careful if somebody new is joining your group, because that new person could be a mole. And those moles is basically a reporter who quietly gets in your group and tell someone else, some other group or government, what's going on, maybe about how much preparedness, how much preparations you have, how much ammunition you have, or what guns you have. Could be myriads of things they could be reporting on. So in my opinion, groups shouldn't be too big for that reason, because you don't know who is who. When a group is too big, when there is lots of people, you don't know who can betray you when. You should have group, I would say, no bigger than 20-25 people. Probably no smaller than 10, because there is safety in numbers and better survivability in numbers. So yes, you need to have some kind of group, in my opinion, but not too big. And you need to now maybe kind of test your friends, your family even, because even family members are sometimes willing to betray you. It has happened and will happen time and again when family member, brother betrays brother, unfortunately. So you really need to know who you're surrounded with. And when crap will hit the fan, you will need to trust people even less. In my opinion, right now, the less people you trust, the better off you are, because again, of people who report you for their own benefits, for their gain, and some of them won't think twice about it. You can basically find out through just talking to people how they are. Just in a basic conversation. If somebody just in the conversation tells you that they reported some of their co-worker for this or that, chances are that person will report you too, to government or to another group, just betray you altogether. So it's very important, in my opinion, also to have group meetings. let's say weekly. There should be a group leader, and group leader should conduct those meetings. And during those meetings, you should interact with each other. And if you do so, you will always know who is thinking what, and there probably won't be any surprises. You never know, but less likely. Anyway, gonna conclude this video. Think about who's around you, and watch out for all those rats and moles and snitches and informants, because there's plenty of them now, and there will be more. Please subscribe and like if you find this video useful, and thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next upload. Bye bye.